Hi again, everyone. I'm Olliemathews. This is Societal Narcissism. No contribution with this video. You know, some things you come across and they're just too good. And what you have here is an example of an aging feminist pushing 30 who has to gaslight herself into believing the way she's living her life is cool. And if you listen to this girl, and it's in a minute 37, it is probably one of the most pathetically sad things you're ever going to see in your life. So let's just get right to it.
It's 10:45 a.m. on a Saturday. I'm 29 and single, and I don't have kids yet. Here's what your Saturday...
Notice the sing-song delivery. Look at the look on her face. Watch her eyes as she's saying these things. Like as somebody who studied neurolinguistics, as a trained interrogator, this girl is so full of shit. The only person she's lying to is to herself. 29 years old, bragging that she slept in to 10:45 in the morning. I don't even know how you do that. I can't. Like if I sleep past 4 in the morning, I feel like I'm wasting my day now. I know it sounds old. That's just the way I am these days.
morning looks like when you're single at 29 and you don't have a kid running around the house. I didn't...
See, up into your left means she's creating. Up and to the right means she's drawing from some sort of memory. So everything up until kid, because kid went back up into the right, where she's envisioning a kid, everything she's saying that goes up and to the left, she is fabricating. She is fabricating her feeling, her opinion here. It's bullshit. This is sad.
didn't rise from my bed until 10:15. Every time I thought, I should probably get up and do something. I thought, why? Nobody's making me. I'm not missing out on anything. I went...
Why get up? There's nothing for me, and I love it. You don't love it. If you loved it, you wouldn't be on TikTok gaslighting yourself.
to Beyonce last night, and I didn't get home until 1 a.m. And
29 years old, I went to Beyonce. So Beyonce is your role model, that demon bitch.
I danced and drank my little heart out, and I didn't pay a babysitter to watch my kids as I did that. And
You know who did have to probably pay a babysitter? Beyonce. Because you know what? When you got home at 1 a.m., wherever Beyonce went to, who did she go home to? A husband. Jay-Z, one of the richest men on the fucking planet. Yet, you are going to use this woman, this demon woman, dancing around with somebody else's hair on top of her head and her ass fucking hanging out, of why it's cool to be single. Is Beyonce single? Is Beyonce childless? What a clown. What a clown. You imagine having to listen to this drivel from this woman? No wonder she don't have a husband. No wonder she don't have a man. Who wants to listen to this?
I woke up a tad hungover this morning, which is probably why I was in bed for so long.
Awesome. That's what you want to deal with. You want to deal with a 30-year-old hungover at 11 a.m. on a Saturday morning after going to a Beyonce concert surrounded by a bunch of screaming teenagers. She looks real happy, doesn't she?
And I was just scrolling on my phone and I saw a picture of shakshuka and I thought, you know what sounds really good? Maybe I'm going to learn how to make shakshuka today.
See, that actually sounds good to her. Because I have no plans. Up and to the right, I have no plans. And that's true. She has no plans. So all she can do is figure out how to make shakshuka by herself on a Saturday night now. Now you're going into Saturday night. But she don't want a boyfriend. She don't want a husband. She doesn't want a family, right?
I have no plans and I don't have kids and I don't have a husband and I don't have errands to run. I can go to the grocery store and learn how to make shakshuka. So that's on my agenda.
You can't do that with kids. You can't learn how to make a new dish with kids. You can't go to the grocery store with kids. No, you just don't. You're just buying the feminist narrative. You're telling yourself it's okay because as the clock is ticking, and the ticking gets louder and louder and louder, the harder this chick has to gaslight herself.
today. Also on my agenda, probably a rewatch of some Real Housewives of New York.
Real Housewives. So again, you're watching women, awful show, terrible for society, but again, women with what? What you're watching married women with children. Regardless that they're fighting and the drama and the bullshit. Again, you went out to see a married woman with a husband and kids. Okay. You're going to now stay home and watch more married women with kids. Okay. But you're going to sit there and lie and tell yourself you don't want to be married with kids. Right?
I'm also doing a rewatch of Normal People on Hulu, which is really spicy and I highly recommend. Weirdly, I'm into this documentary on Netflix about blue zone countries, so I've got a pretty stacked day.
Right, yeah, that's pretty stacked. That's pretty stacked, all right.
Anyway, I say all this to say, whenever I'm hard on myself about why I'm not married and I don't have kids and I should be further along at 29, almost 30.
Why would you be hard on yourself if you're happy? If you're not sitting here gaslighting yourself, why would you be hard on yourself? Unless that's your subconscious, or not even that deep of a subconscious, telling you how unhappy you are. You denying yourself of what you really want because you don't want to admit buying the feminist dream was bullshit. Meanwhile, you'll sit here and brag about how happy you are, how you don't need a husband, how you don't need a boyfriend, how you don't need a family, how you don't need a children, as you occupy your time idolizing a woman who has a husband and a family, watching women on Netflix who have husbands and a family, but it's not what you actually want, right? But you have to tell yourself it's okay, and it is. Stop buying the feminist dream, sweetheart.
I wouldn't want to do anything else this Saturday. I know that you...
I wouldn't want to do anything else this Saturday. Oh, yes, you would. Oh, yes, you would. You think she really wants to be hungover on a Saturday, alone, with nobody around? How do you think she felt standing there at a Beyonce concert, looking around, probably being 10 to 12 years older than 95% of the audience there?
Can do all these things when you have...
You know what else I didn't hear? She didn't go out with any of her friends. She didn't say I was at the Beyonce concert with my friends. Me and the girls were having a girls' night out. Why? Because probably most of her friends are already married with children. That's why she feels like a loser at 29, pushing 30, waking up like this. But she bought the feminist dream. And now she can't admit she's wrong. And this is a woman in 5 to 10 years, okay, who's going to be out there on the street demanding abortion on demand, demanding men on women's sports teams, because she's not going to want to see women have it better than she has it, because she threw her whole life away.
Kids and you're married, and I understand, but the effortlessness and ease of my life, just kind of focusing on myself and the shakshuka I want to make or the Beyonce concert I want to go to, really pays off when I'm hard on myself for not being where society tells me I should be in life.
Again, you're saying how happy you are and how this all pays off when you're being hard on yourself. Why are you being hard on yourself in the first place, if any of this is real? And she doesn't realize she's idolizing a bunch of women who have what she says she doesn't want. Bullshit. And that is the end of that. And this was posted by Matt Walsh. Her life doesn't revolve around her family and kids, so instead it revolves around TV shows and pop stars. Worst of all, she's too stupid to realize how depressing this is. Worst of all, she doesn't realize she's idolizing women who have what she says she doesn't have. And she has to then tell herself it's okay she doesn't have it. And wants to tell you it doesn't really bother you, and at the same time tell you it really does bother her. The lengths the feminists will go to gaslight themselves, man. No levels. Knows no level, knows no bounds. Watch out for this woman in 5 to 10 years, because she's going to be one of the nasty ones you see out on the street, down with the patriarchy, abortion on demand, you don't need children. Why? Because I fucked up my life, so you're going to have to too. Don't buy this shit. All right, everybody. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And again, if you want your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, something you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up a Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or just make a contribution to the channel in general to keep it supported, growing, and successful, because this channel survives 100% on contributions from all of you. Without you guys, all of this goes away. So if you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this, you know what to do with either the Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, and email links in the description box below. Also, please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. Also, be sure to subscribe to both my channels on Rumble. Follow me on Twitter and Telegram as well. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Societal Narcissism. Take care, everyone.